Sleep is the silent healer, yet many seniors unknowingly sabotage it with habits that quietly erode their health and vitality nightly. Imagine waking up every morning refreshed, energized, and truly restored instead of dragging yourself through another foggy, sluggish, and aching day. The secret is not just about sleeping more hours. It's about sleeping smarter, identifying and eliminating harmful patterns before they cause real damage. Today, we dive deep into the hidden sleep habits that silently wreak havoc, weakening your immune system, memory, and even heart health. Seniors often assume that poor sleep is inevitable, but science shows that correcting just a few bad habits can transform everything dramatically. Before it's too late, understanding these 7 deadly sleep habits could mean the difference between thriving and deteriorating as the years pass. Let's pull back the curtain and begin unveiling the small mistakes that, over time, carry a massive impact on your life's quality. You deserve rest that nourishes your body, repairs your mind, and reawakens the deep joy that aging should never steal away. So get comfortable, lean back, and listen carefully, because what you are about to hear could save your nights and possibly your life. The first deadly habit creeping into many seniors' lives is keeping irregular sleep and wake schedules without realizing the serious hidden consequences. When you retire, the strict routines of work life vanish, and it becomes tempting to sleep and wake at completely random times. At first, it feels like freedom. No alarm clocks, no schedules, no bosses telling you when to start or end your busy day. But your brain is not a machine that can adapt instantly to chaos. It depends on rhythm, on structure, on dependable daily patterns. The human body runs on a biological clock known as the circadian rhythm, governing sleep cycles, digestion, hormones, and even brain repair. When your sleep times constantly shift, this internal clock becomes misaligned, throwing your entire system into disarray, like a symphony losing tempo. The result is fragmented sleep, frequent waking during the night, daytime sleepiness, weakened cognition, and a much greater risk of chronic disease. Studies show seniors with irregular sleep schedules have a higher chance of developing dementia, heart disease, and even accelerated aging at the cellular level. Fixing this doesn't require military discipline. Simply setting a consistent bedtime and wake time, even on weekends, can dramatically restore your natural rhythm. Your body craves this gentle predictability, and within weeks, many people find themselves falling asleep faster and staying asleep more deeply. Irregular sleeping times are silent thieves that steal your health one confused, disoriented cell at a time, but reclaiming control is empowering. The second deadly habit is overlooking the importance of daytime light exposure, trapping yourself indoors under dim lights without realizing the tragic cost. Modern life has quietly pushed seniors indoors, creating long stretches of low-light environments that completely confuse the brain's natural sense of time. Bright, natural light in the morning signals to the brain that it's daytime, kicking off essential hormones and regulating your inner sleep clock. Without strong morning light, your circadian rhythm weakens, making it harder to fall asleep at night and harder to feel awake by day. In fact, research shows that seniors who spend less time outdoors experience greater rates of insomnia, depression, and overall cognitive decline as they age. It's not just about seeing sunlight, it's about getting full spectrum light into your eyes, stimulating critical regions deep within your brain's control centers. A simple 20-minute walk outside every morning can become a powerful reset button for your entire body, gently enforcing a healthy sleep cycle. If walking outdoors isn't possible, sitting near a bright window or investing in a full-spectrum therapy lamp can offer similar powerful benefits. Your body was designed to live in sync with the rising and setting of the sun, not trapped behind closed curtains and dim bulbs. By reconnecting with natural light, you give your brain back its most vital tool for sleep regulation, mood balance, and daytime energy restoration. The third deadly habit is consuming caffeine and stimulating beverages too late in the day, often without realizing how long their effects truly last. It's tempting to enjoy a cozy cup of coffee, black tea, or even chocolate during long afternoons or evening social gatherings with friends. But caffeine has an astonishingly long half-life, meaning it can linger in your bloodstream for 6, 8, or even 10 full hours. That innocent afternoon cup of coffee can easily block your brain's ability to produce melatonin, the vital hormone that triggers natural drowsiness. Instead of gradually winding down toward peaceful slumber, your nervous system remains subtly activated, keeping you alert, tense, and restless inside. Many seniors notice they feel tired yet unable to drift into sleep, a classic sign of hidden caffeine effects still racing through the system. Cutting off caffeine intake after noon can transform sleep quality for seniors, allowing your body to transition gracefully into a calm, sleepy state. Switching to herbal teas like chamomile, lemon balm, or rooibos in the afternoon can offer comforting rituals without sabotaging your nighttime rest. Your evening hours should be a sanctuary of slowing down, not secretly revving your nervous system into a hyper-alert and disruptive mode. Respecting the hidden power of caffeine gives you back the gift of deep, unbroken, restorative sleep that your body desperately craves at night. The fourth deadly sleep habit is napping excessively or at the wrong times, creating a vicious cycle that leaves nights broken and frustrating. Napping itself isn't harmful. In fact, short naps of 20 to 30 minutes can rejuvenate the mind, improve memory, and sharpen focus impressively. The danger lies in taking long, unstructured naps, especially in the late afternoon or evening, which confuses the body's natural need for night sleep. When you nap too long or too late, you rob your nighttime sleep drive, leaving yourself wide awake when you finally climb into bed. It becomes a miserable cycle. Poor nighttime sleep leads to daytime exhaustion, which leads to long naps, which then ruins the following night again. Breaking this cycle requires setting limits. Aim for short, earlier naps if needed, and prioritize staying awake and active during late afternoon hours. Even if you feel drowsy before dinner, pushing through with gentle activity can strengthen your body's sleep pressure, making nighttime rest come easier. Think of your daily energy as a fuel tank. You want it to gradually empty through the day so sleep arrives naturally at bedtime. Guarding against long naps is an act of patience and self-kindness, ensuring that your nights become restful sanctuaries instead of battles against wakefulness. Sleep loves rhythm, and reclaiming your days from excessive napping is one of the most powerful ways to heal your nights and overall energy. The fifth deadly habit that silently ruins sleep is using electronic screens too late at night without understanding their disruptive biological effects. Phones, tablets, televisions, and even e-readers emit a special type of blue light that tricks the brain into thinking it's still daytime outside. This blue light suppresses melatonin production, making it significantly harder for your body to enter its natural pre-sleep relaxation and winding down phase. Even if you feel sleepy, your brain remains subtly activated, preventing the deep, regenerative stages of sleep that are crucial for senior health. Many seniors enjoy scrolling through news articles, texting family, or watching shows in bed without realizing they are sabotaging their own sleep quality. One solution is to set a firm screen curfew. Turn off all devices at least 1 hour before your planned bedtime for maximum benefit. Instead, create a calming pre-sleep ritual involving real books, soft music, meditation, or gentle stretching to naturally transition your body toward deep rest. If giving up screens entirely feels too difficult, using special blue light blocking glasses or device filters can at least minimize the most harmful effects. Your brain was never designed to process artificial daylight at midnight. Honoring your natural rhythms means protecting yourself from this new, silent modern threat. Reclaiming your nights from the glow of screens is an act of rebellion against the forces quietly stealing your most precious regenerative power. The sixth deadly sleep habit is consuming alcohol in the evening while believing it helps you sleep better, a dangerous and common misconception among seniors. At first, alcohol can create a feeling of relaxation and drowsiness, tricking you into thinking it's an effective aid for falling asleep faster. However, alcohol severely disrupts the deeper stages of sleep, particularly REM sleep, which is essential for memory consolidation, emotional health, and cognitive sharpness. You might fall asleep quicker after a few drinks, but the sleep you experience will be fragmented, shallow, and far less restorative overall. As the alcohol metabolizes during the night, it creates a rebound effect, waking you up multiple times and leaving you feeling exhausted. Frequent nighttime awakenings triggered by alcohol can increase the risk of falls, nighttime confusion, and impaired memory formation, especially dangerous for older adults. Even moderate evening drinking has been linked to long-term cognitive decline and an increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease in aging populations. To preserve healthy sleep, it's best to avoid alcohol for at least 3 hours before bedtime, allowing your body time to detoxify. Choosing herbal teas or warm water with lemon instead can create a calming nighttime ritual without compromising the precious stages of deep sleep. Alcohol masquerades as a sleep friend but operates as a thief, stealing away the deep healing that your brain and body desperately need. The seventh and final deadly sleep habit is letting anxiety, worry, or unresolved stress dominate your evenings without practicing conscious mental relaxation techniques. Many seniors struggle silently with worries about health, family, finances, and mortality that swirl through their minds the moment the lights go out. Unfortunately, anxiety is one of the most powerful sleep disruptors, triggering a cascade of stress hormones that keep your nervous system in overdrive. When stress hormones like cortisol surge at night, they block melatonin production and flood the brain with signals to stay alert and defensive. The result is hours spent tossing, turning, replaying conversations, worrying about the future, and feeling trapped inside an exhausting loop of wakeful tension. Developing an evening wind-down ritual centered on calming the mind can become one of the greatest gifts you offer yourself as you age. Simple practices like deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, gratitude journaling, or even gentle meditation can dramatically lower stress hormones before bedtime naturally. Your body craves safety before it surrenders to sleep. Calming your thoughts is the key that unlocks the door to deep restoration. Without addressing mental stress, even perfect physical habits around sleep will crumble because sleep begins not in the muscles, but in the mind. Protecting your evenings from anxiety is an act of radical self-care, laying the foundation for peaceful, restorative nights and joyful, energized mornings ahead. Now that we've explored the 7 deadly habits, let's shift toward how you can practically build new, healthier routines that safeguard your sleep. Breaking old habits can feel daunting at first, especially if these patterns have been silently growing roots for years without conscious awareness. But the beauty of the human brain, even in older age, lies in its ability to adapt, change, and rewire itself through new actions. Scientists call this phenomenon neuroplasticity, the brain's incredible power to form new connections and strengthen healthier patterns with consistent, repeated practice over time. Each time you resist an old habit and replace it with a healthier choice, you're literally reshaping your brain toward better sleep pathways. This transformation does not happen overnight, but with steady, compassionate persistence, your nights can slowly turn from restless battles into havens of healing. Start by choosing just one habit you feel ready to address today. Small victories build momentum, confidence, and eventually, profound, life-enhancing change. Maybe you begin by setting a consistent bedtime, or cutting caffeine earlier, or taking a morning walk to soak up natural sunlight. Each positive step you take sends a powerful message to your brain and body. You are choosing vitality, healing, and joyful living. Never underestimate the compounded power of tiny improvements. Over weeks and months, these seemingly small shifts can utterly transform your health and daily energy. It's also important to create a bedroom environment that supports the biological needs of your aging body and naturally promotes deeper sleep cycles. Your bedroom should become a sacred space for rest, recovery, and peace, a retreat where every detail gently invites you into slumber's embrace. First, prioritize complete darkness during sleep hours. Invest in blackout curtains, unplug glowing electronics, and even use a soft eye mask if needed. Even tiny amounts of light pollution can suppress melatonin and keep your brain subtly awake, interfering with the deep stages of regeneration overnight. Second, keep the bedroom slightly cool. Studies show that temperatures between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit optimize sleep quality for most adults. As you age, your body's ability to regulate temperature weakens slightly, making an overly warm room a common cause of nighttime awakenings. Third, minimize noise disruptions. Use white noise machines, soft earplugs, or soothing background sounds like rain to shield yourself from sudden disturbances. The more your sleep environment communicates safety, darkness, quiet, and coolness, the easier it becomes for your body to slide into deep sleep. Your bedroom should feel like a cozy, protected cocoon, telling every cell of your body that it's time to repair, replenish, and restore. Creating a healing environment isn't complicated or expensive. It's about thoughtful choices that honor your body's deep, ancient needs for nighttime rejuvenation. Another crucial step is reevaluating medications that might unknowingly interfere with your ability to achieve natural, refreshing sleep each night. Many common medications prescribed to seniors, including treatments for blood pressure, depression, or allergies, can have side effects that disturb normal sleep architecture. Some drugs cause frequent urination at night. Others increase restlessness, vivid dreams, or prevent the brain from entering deep, slow-wave sleep stages. Never stop or adjust prescribed medications without your doctor's guidance, but it's important to have honest conversations about your sleep quality concerns. Sometimes doctors can adjust dosages, change medications, or recommend specific strategies to minimize nighttime disruptions while still managing your underlying health conditions effectively. Taking charge of your health also means advocating for your right to restorative sleep, an essential pillar of long-term cognitive, physical, and emotional well-being. You deserve medications that support, not sabotage, your body's natural healing processes, including the powerful and irreplaceable medicine that comes from deep, nourishing sleep. Never accept poor sleep as the inevitable cost of aging or illness. Often, small adjustments can yield enormous improvements you never thought possible. Open, proactive communication with your healthcare team about sleep issues can unlock options and solutions you might not have even considered before. Empowerment begins with knowledge, and understanding how medications impact your nights gives you one more vital tool for building better health and energy. Many seniors also experience changes in their relationship with nighttime itself, developing subconscious fears, loneliness, or feelings of vulnerability after dark. As you age, natural physical changes like weaker vision, balance issues, or slower reflexes can quietly foster a subtle fear of nighttime dangers. Feelings of isolation or sadness can become magnified when the world grows quiet and the distractions of the day fade into silence. These emotional shifts are deeply human and understandable, yet they can erode sleep quality by keeping the nervous system on high alert overnight. If nighttime has started to feel uncomfortable or anxiety-inducing, it's important to acknowledge those feelings instead of dismissing or suppressing them internally. Creating comforting evening rituals like calling a loved one, praying, reading familiar stories, or practicing gentle breathing exercises can offer powerful emotional grounding. Rituals remind the mind and heart that nighttime is not an enemy, but an invitation to let go, heal, and renew yourself. You can transform nighttime from a source of tension into a sacred window for rest, reflection, connection, and gratitude with conscious daily practice. This emotional healing work is every bit as essential as the physical steps because sleep blooms best in a garden of emotional safety. Honoring your changing emotional landscape with compassion and care helps ensure that sleep becomes a nightly reunion with peace, not a battleground against fear. Alongside habits and environment, another powerful influence on sleep is the way we use food and nutrition in the hours before bedtime. Eating large, heavy meals too close to sleep can create significant digestion problems that disrupt the body's ability to relax and regenerate. When your stomach is busy processing a big dinner late at night, it signals your brain to stay alert and active longer. This internal activation often prevents smooth transitions into sleep, leads to uncomfortable indigestion, and may cause frequent awakenings throughout the night as well. Ideally, you should finish eating at least 2 to 3 hours before your planned bedtime to allow digestion to complete its early stages. Choosing lighter evening meals rich in lean proteins, gentle carbohydrates, and calming herbs can promote smoother digestion and more peaceful nighttime rhythms naturally. Foods like turkey, bananas, oatmeal, almonds, and herbal teas can even assist melatonin production, setting the stage for deeper and easier sleep onset. Conversely, heavy, spicy, or greasy foods can wreak havoc on your gastrointestinal system and keep your nervous system uncomfortably stimulated for hours. Treating your evening meal as preparation for sleep, not simply as nourishment, can shift the body into a more naturally restorative nighttime mode gently. Remember, your digestion and your sleep are intimately connected, forming an invisible partnership that either nourishes or depletes your nighttime healing capacity. Movement and physical activity during the day also play crucial roles in shaping how easily and deeply you fall asleep at night. Seniors sometimes fall into patterns of excessive sedentariness, believing that rest conserves energy, when paradoxically, it often worsens sleep quality dramatically. Regular daytime activity helps regulate your body's stress hormones, maintain healthy muscle tone, and build natural tiredness that supports smoother nighttime sleep. Exercise increases the body's production of adenosine, a chemical that gradually builds up and deepens the need for rest by nighttime naturally. Even light activities such as stretching, yoga, short walks, or gentle swimming can stimulate these beneficial effects without straining aging joints or risking injury. Research has shown that seniors who incorporate consistent physical activity enjoy significantly longer and higher quality sleep compared to those who remain mostly sedentary. Timing matters too. Vigorous exercise too late in the day can elevate adrenaline levels and make falling asleep more difficult temporarily. The best window for physical activity tends to be mornings or early afternoons, allowing the body ample time to cool down before bed. Exercise acts as a secret sleep medicine, resetting your inner clocks, calming your mind, and gently exhausting your muscles in healthy, rejuvenating ways. Committing to even 10 to 20 minutes of mindful daily movement can ripple outward into dramatically more restful nights and more vibrant, energetic days. Another underestimated sleep disruptor lies in dehydration, something many seniors overlook, but which can severely impact nighttime rest and overall well-being. Quietly. As you age, your sense of thirst naturally diminishes, making it easier to slip into a state of low-grade dehydration without recognizing warning signs. Dehydration at night can cause dry mouth, leg cramps, nighttime awakenings, and an overall restlessness that shatters deep sleep architecture and delays recovery. Balancing hydration requires a delicate approach. You want to drink enough water during the day without overloading the bladder right before bedtime. One effective strategy is to front-load hydration early, drinking water consistently throughout the morning and afternoon, then tapering intake after early evening meals. This approach ensures that your tissues stay nourished while minimizing disruptive bathroom trips that fragment precious nighttime sleeping hours repeatedly. Electrolyte-rich beverages like coconut water can also help maintain mineral balance, supporting healthy muscle relaxation and preventing nighttime cramping naturally and safely. Hydrating foods, such as cucumbers, melons, berries, and leafy greens, can subtly contribute to water intake without overwhelming the bladder's nighttime capacity dangerously. Respecting your body's need for consistent, thoughtful hydration is another gentle way of whispering to your cells, "You are safe to rest now." When hydration and sleep harmonize, the result is a night of effortless restoration that reawakens both mind and body with new vitality each dawn. Mental stimulation and intellectual engagement during the day also play surprisingly important roles in shaping nighttime brain rhythms and sleep depth in seniors. The human brain thrives on challenge, curiosity, and novelty, even into the oldest years. And without adequate mental stimulation, cognitive decline accelerates unnaturally. Daytime boredom leads to daytime sleepiness, which erodes nighttime sleep quality, feeding into a vicious loop of fatigue, fog, and sluggish wakefulness. In contrast, mentally engaging activities like puzzles, reading, conversations, art, music, or learning new skills spark neurons to stay healthy, active, and resilient. This healthy mental fatigue helps the brain welcome deep sleep more readily at night, seeing rest as a needed reward rather than a battle. Senior communities that emphasize lifelong learning often report their members experience better sleep, brighter moods, and sharper cognition well into advanced age groups. It's never too late to stretch your mind. Every new curiosity pursued during the day becomes an invitation for better sleep during the night. Mental workouts aren't just hobbies. They are essential pillars of brain health, cognitive longevity, and the effortless nighttime renewal that every senior deserves. Your brain is a garden that flourishes with active tending. Letting it grow idle only invites weeds of confusion, sleeplessness, and diminishing joy. Cultivate daily sparks of curiosity, and you'll find that nighttime sleep becomes not a struggle, but a natural, joyful reward for a vibrant mind. Creating consistent evening routines serves as another powerful ally in teaching your brain when and how to transition gently toward peaceful, healing sleep. Routine signals safety to the brain. Familiar steps repeated nightly gradually entrain your nervous system to relax and prepare for slumber automatically. Simple, soothing rituals like dimming lights, brushing teeth, reading quietly, stretching softly, and practicing gratitude form anchors that guide you effortlessly into dreamland's embrace. The key is consistency. Doing the same comforting steps in the same general order each evening wires your brain for smoother nightly transitions. Over time, your brain begins associating these activities with sleepiness, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep more deeply without conscious effort. Avoid stimulating activities like intense debates, upsetting news, or complicated tasks during this evening wind-down period to prevent reactivating alertness accidentally. Instead, nurture a calming atmosphere with low lights, gentle sounds, familiar scents, and reassuring rituals that cradle your senses toward relaxation naturally. Think of your evening as a soft descent. Each habit a gentle step down into deeper calm until you glide peacefully into unconsciousness. Even small rituals, faithfully repeated, can create an unshakable bridge between wakefulness and sleep, guiding your mind across the threshold each night gracefully. In this simple, deliberate way, you reclaim authority over your nights, teaching your body that rest is safe, welcome, and profoundly healing always. One final secret weapon for seniors aiming to transform their sleep is cultivating a strong sense of purpose and connection each and every day. Purpose gives your days shape, meaning, and emotional nourishment, which directly translates into deeper relaxation and more fulfilling, restorative sleep at night. Without a sense of purpose, days can blur together into monotony, breeding quiet depression, emotional emptiness, and restless, fragmented nights of shallow slumber. Purpose doesn't have to mean grand missions. Even small projects like gardening, mentoring, volunteering, or creative hobbies can reignite deep feelings of significance. Connection with others also acts as a powerful buffer against the loneliness and emotional drifting that often erodes nighttime peace in older adults. Warm conversations, shared laughter, physical touch, and simple presence with loved ones build emotional security, which lowers nighttime stress responses naturally and profoundly. You are never too old to matter, to inspire, to teach, to create beauty, or to leave ripples of kindness across generations. Purpose and connection are potent sleep medicines that no pharmacy can bottle. They arise from a life lived with open hands and open heart. Choosing to engage with life fully during the day invites your soul to rest fully during the night without lingering doubts or regrets. Sleep blossoms most beautifully in lives rich with meaning, affection, laughter, hope, and the humble daily courage to keep loving and growing forward. There's also deep wisdom in accepting that sleep needs change naturally with age, and resisting these changes often creates unnecessary frustration and suffering. Many seniors find that they need slightly less sleep overall, or that their sleep becomes lighter and more segmented across the night. This shift is not a failure. It's part of the body's natural aging process, reflecting changes in hormonal cycles and brain chemistry. Fighting against these normal transitions, obsessing over lost youth, battling every small awakening can paradoxically create anxiety that worsens sleep disruption unnecessarily. Instead, offering yourself radical acceptance, trusting your body's new rhythms, and respecting its evolving needs can bring enormous peace and smoother nights organically. Sometimes sleeping from 10 to 4, then resting quietly or meditating for an hour before a brief second sleep is perfectly natural. Understanding that segmented sleep patterns were historically normal for humans can ease modern guilt, freeing you to embrace a gentler relationship with nighttime rest. What matters most is not the length of sleep in a rigid block, but the total amount of restorative, refreshing sleep accumulated each night. Judging yourself harshly only strengthens wakefulness. Offering yourself compassion, patience, and understanding invites sleep back into your life as a trusted friend. Aging gratefully includes surrendering outdated expectations, honoring your changing biology, and welcoming each night's sleep as it uniquely unfolds without resentment or fear. A powerful practice that ties everything together is cultivating deep gratitude each evening, a simple habit that nourishes the mind, body, and spirit. Gratitude lowers cortisol levels, increases serotonin, and shifts brain activity toward positive emotional states that naturally support deeper, more restful sleep cycles. Before closing your eyes, reflecting on 3 small things you're thankful for, even during difficult days, can dramatically rewire your emotional landscape for peace. This simple nightly practice reminds your heart that even in challenges, there is beauty, kindness, resilience, and mystery worth celebrating and trusting. Gratitude rituals calm the nervous system, relax tense muscles, slow racing thoughts, and open the door wide for sleep's tender, restorative embrace. With practice, gratitude becomes a sacred bridge between the busyness of the day and the stillness of night, ushering you into sacred rest. Each acknowledgement of beauty, each whispered thank you, softens the edges of anxiety and invites a sweetness into your sleep that no pill can replicate. This emotional nourishment becomes a powerful ally against aging storms, preserving not just sleep quality, but also joy, resilience, and emotional vitality across years. Gratitude is not about denying life's hardships, it's about finding light despite them and letting that light guide you gently into healing rest. Each night offers a chance to cradle your soul in appreciation, deepening your sleep and your waking life with grace, tenderness, and profound love. As we close this journey through the 7 deadly sleep habits, remember that your sleep is not broken beyond repair, it is waiting for healing. You hold more power than you realize to reshape your nights, reclaim your health, and renew your energy no matter what your age may be. Even small changes, sustained with patience and gentleness, can spark extraordinary transformations that ripple out into every corner of your daily life. You deserve restful nights filled with peaceful dreams, gentle mornings filled with renewed vitality, and joyful days brimming with purpose, connection, and radiant health. Protect your sleep fiercely, honor it tenderly, nurture it consciously, and watch as every other aspect of your life rises higher in response. Your body was designed for rhythm, for restoration, for cycles of activity and rest that together weave the masterpiece of your continued existence. There is profound dignity in taking responsibility for your nights, choosing habits and environments that affirm your worthiness of healing, strength, and joyful living. Sleep is not a passive collapse. It is an active dance of biological miracles, a nightly symphony of renewal that sustains your very soul. Tonight, as you prepare to rest, let go of old habits, embrace gentle change, and trust that better sleep is already reaching toward you. In the silence of the night, know that healing is possible, hope is alive, and your best, most vibrant days still lie ahead. Thank you for taking this journey toward deeper understanding, empowerment, and renewal. May your nights be peaceful, your dreams be sweet, and your life be luminous.